Welcome to Benelux Media, your TV and film production company. We produce TV programs such as Take 101 and Show for Africa. We produce such films as Forget the Pact and Phantom of Fury. Are you looking to produce documentaries, adverts, trailers, jingles, promos? Benelux Media will take care of your production line. Contact Benelux Media on 0207 998 0930. That's 0207 998 0930. Or we can be viewed on the website at www.beneluxmedia.com. You can email us at studio@beneluxmedia.com. And bear in mind, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube on Benelux Media.
Well, I started at a very early age. I started doing like sort of minute flicks in a sense of creating a story creating a film within 3 days, seeing if I could do the pre-production in one day, film it in one day, and then ship it out the next. So I did that for a while with a couple of friends, and after that I moved on to more wholesome stories. My first one being about drug abuse and how people react to being in the drug trafficking, and the lessons from that and the implications involved. So certain connections with me and various stories such as drug trafficking, I like to sort of communicate in a sense of visual literacy. So other short films like Jericho demonstrates various sort of connections with two characters. I like to see characters think and just in the sense that the story shapes the character. So my more recent one, 7 for a Secret, is about domestic violence, and it basically talks about how it's not just the male that always abuses the woman. It's sometimes the other way around as well. People get a lot of misconceptions as to how it's sort of studied in that area. So yeah, that was my sort of beginning of filmmaking. How I sort of started out just by doing minute flicks and doing very short bits like parody commercials. For example, Virgin Atlantic, I did a sort of spin-off to taking the Virgin Atlantic concept and turning it into colleges, and having two colleges go up at one group of college students, which you can also see in YouTube. And I've just sort of went from there really, and I just basically learned from. I've spent all my learning on set. All my practices, all my techniques I've gathered from all of the projects I've done, which I think is the best school, because it's every single film is a lesson. It's not, you learn something every lesson. So I take that in my stride, and I go every project I take on, I want to learn different things, and that's how every sort of filmmaker should be like. Well, you've got to know how to sort of tell a story, or to turn a story into something visual, something that people can connect with. In a sense, taking, for example, it's probably best to start off with silent films, because that way you can learn how to communicate a story without the need of dialogue, without the need of expressing yourself, expressing your characters through voice. That way you have more indication of how the scene, how actors portray their various emotions.
I would say really everything actually went well on my production, because I did a good planning. I was ready for the sets, and everything was fine. Everything went well, except for few maybe actors who would want to be divas on set. But besides that, everything was smooth, and it was a good production.
That was just an independent short, actually, and I was very apprehensive because I didn't know anyone on set. I'd been given the script very short notice. I just knew one fellow actor, and when we went, I thought it was all going to go terribly wrong, and it was brilliant. Everything went well. The crew were efficient. It was great, yeah.
Yeah, my advice for upcoming producers and directors or filmmakers, as the case may be, will be get a good script, be used to your script, understand the script very well, because if you do not understand it, then there is a problem. And get good actors to play the role. Get people you feel can carry the role, not just because this person is your friend, I know this person. There should be no sentiment in picking your cast.
Have no fear whatsoever, just go for it. If you don't ask, you don't get. And if you get a no, then you're just back in the first position you were in, aren't you? You just gotta keep striving for it and don't give up.
Explore just ways of, find your unique talent. It could be poster design, it could be editing, it could be colouring, any specific element of filmmaking that you have a strength in. You just need to expand on it, because obviously in this day and age, people have to be more prone to more skills. you know, you get everyone's a bit of a jack of all trades, but finding that key thing about you that makes you unique, that really does follow through for other people. People recognise that, people understand it and accept it and appreciate it. So if you're starting out and you want to do just like short minute films, just try it with without any sound and see how the style works for you. And if the style works for you, after that do a film with sound. Try it with, see how you can actually direct dialect, see how you can make that work for the film. But like in the essence of story, you know, in the words of many, you can't make a good film with a bad script. You know, it's just impossible unless you're this wizard at everything, which obviously you need to learn more about. So just anything simple for like a silent film or just a short conversation, or it can be anything really. Just explore those ways. Find your style. Find your what makes you unique to that film.
As you may already know, making a film's not rocket science. All it takes is courage and enthusiasm.